Alright guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I kind of just wanted to post it's going to be a very random video to be honest, but I just wanted to post a thank you to my one subscriber that just subscribed to me. I hope to impress more people to get a little bit bigger base and hopefully be able to develop my channel into something that, is maybe a little bit more than a hobby. Now, that could change, but it just depends on the time I have. So I just want to start off with saying that I think my first review video could be better. I'm not gonna take it down or redo it. I will redo it later, though, when we do have hardware that comes out, such as Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, that will be able to kind of showcase what this new system has in store for us. Now, that's not going to be, soon. It's going to be a little bit off, April 20th, and that's if I can even get a copy of it here where I live. So, I just wanted to say, keep an eye out for that because that will be coming. Because I feel that my first review video, good for what it is, but it might not accurately display, an experience with a device like this. So I kind of want to convey that with a review that actually gives it a lot more in-depth review, since we will be able to test, as I said, the hardware and capabilities of it with those games that are going to be made exclusively for this system. So today I kind of want to talk about my favorite Nintendo DS game. I figured it would be something fun to do and probably get you guys engaged in the comments as well. So just to start things off, here's my game. Some of you might not have heard of it, but it's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 Grimoire of the Rift. And this game is a sequel or a continuation from the first Final Fantasy Tactics Advance game, which released on the Game Boy Advance some odd years ago. And that Game Boy Advance one is kind of in a spiritual successor to the PlayStation 1 game, Final Fantasy Tactics War of the Lion. Now, I'll only be exclusively talking about this game. So, what it is basically is a RTS game. It's a turn-based RTS game. Think in the vein of Fire Emblem Awakening for the 3DS, or Advanced Wars, I believe it's what it's called for the Game Boy Advance. It's a really fantastic turn-based strategy game. There's a plethora of quests. The game guide says there's about 300 quests that are offered, and you can get lost in this game pretty easily. It has a very dynamic class system, so it's got that typical Final Fantasy feel to it, and it's also got everything that we love about it: the weapons, the spells, the characters, and the environment. Now, this wasn't my first game from the Nintendo DS. My first game was Pokemon Pearl, I want to say. It came out, I got it at, while the Nintendo DS was kind of well into its lifespan, right before the DSi was announced. And, I have to say, I was really happy about it. Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics 2 was one of those games that really struck with me and really stuck with me because it was just so engrossing, it was engaging. I'm not speaking for the masses here. Some of you may think that this was the worst game ever made. Some of you may not even know what I'm talking about. This may be your first time actually seeing a game like this. Now, I will probably have some videos that are going to be scrolling. Something might pop up right here. So that way you guys can see what it looks like. Unfortunately, I don't have any videos to showcase that, but hopefully that can change if I can get a capture card or something. But this was a game that just it was unique. It had an odd sense of style to it. It had an odd approach that, I hadn't experienced in a handheld game before. Now, as I stated, Fire Emblem Awakening is the closest thing we have on the 3DS that's current. And, if you like Fire Emblem Awakening, I suggest, try going to your local GameStop or some game store and pick up a, loose copy. I'm sure this, one without the box might cost you maybe $1.50. How old it is, just depends. Unless I could be wrong, and this might be one of the rarest DS games ever made, and it's probably running for a couple $100. So what am I still doing with this? But that aside, this game, as I said, stuck with me. It was a game that I always had in my DS, whether I was at a friend's house, going on a road trip, even in class at school. I'd have it on me, and I'd be constantly playing it. For me, this was my Pokemon. This was something that, I wanted to play all the time. Didn't have friends that played it all the time. The only other person I had was my stepbrother, because we both like Final Fantasy. We both love the Tactics series. And, for me, this was my Pokemon. Now for others, as I said, Pokemon is the end-all be-all for any Nintendo handheld system. But, the word I'm looking for is my stubbornness in seeing that when I was younger, I viewed the Nintendo DS as a limited system. And I viewed it because I only played this game. And for me, that was all I needed for that system. So, now my tastes are a little bit more refined. I'm a little bit more aware of what the DS line is capable of and the wonderful games that were available for it. So, yeah, so this is my game. If you guys have a game that you guys absolutely loved, what is it? What about it, drove you to constantly play it, what was interesting about it. So if you guys want to, talk about them in the comments below, feel free to. Or even do a video response or something along that line. Now, just keep it frank, but, I want to hear if, you guys ever played this game as too and what you guys thought about it. I'd love to hear your opinion, whether it's, in the same line as mine or grossly negative. But, other than that, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and again, I will be revisiting this Nintendo 3DS system once we get some hardware for it, so I can give it a proper and just review. Hopefully it will be a lot better. Hopefully by then I'll have some money to play around with, so hopefully that all works out. But other than that, that's it guys, so take care and enjoy the video. Alright guys, so I just had to add the screenshots in at the end. It wasn't letting me do it post-video, so here are the screenshots. I hope you guys like it, and I hope to see you guys next time.